Yo, what's up? So I made a short film. Took me like 8 months from January to July-ish. I made it with a friend who we co-directed. He wrote it, and we decided to do a little director's commentary. So if you haven't seen the film, Crime Pays, link right there, assuming I know how to work that. And otherwise, enjoy the commentary. All right, peace.
Things to get out the way. Just in case you're wondering about gear or whatever, anything along those lines. It was shot on an A6500 in a custom color profile. The lenses we chose were 18 to 105 Sony f4, and then we shot on another lens, which is the Sigma 16 millimeter f1.4, and then used the gimbal. We used the Weeble gimbal, and we used the tripod, and that was basically it for our camera package. Then for lighting, used 4-foot Nanlite Pavo tubes and Aperture MC, and that was really it for that. And then our microphone was just with the camera, really. We didn't really have a microphone or a recording artist, which I'm pretty mad about. But I'm still upset about the result of sound on this thing. I'm gonna turn this down.
You had the best ringtone when we were practicing this.
Oh yeah, I just kind of just like a.
And it's so funny. My boy texted me. He was like, "Bro, you really used your own track on your own film.
Hell yeah.
You motherfucker."
You have to promote your own stuff.
Yeah.
This shot was fun to operate. Like I kind of wanted to do like this evolving 2-shot thing. So and you guys, the way we blocked it was kind of like all the movements kind of motivate the camera.
Yeah. And it really feels like it's just a part of the world. And what a mood. Just
yeah, they're just in bed.
Just in bed, doing the thing.
Leilany, our excellent actress.
Yeah, she killed it. She's fucking fire. It was so funny, directing her, because, she's just so, good that it was just easy to communicate what we wanted, and it was great just being like, hey,
Yeah. You worked with her more than I did, definitely. I did more so blocking, but you probably did more of the emotional stuff.
Exactly.
In the scene with her.
So I was just like, hey, talk to me it's the last thing your partner wants to do, and you have to see that.
Yeah.
And then she fucking killed it.
Meanwhile, me on the screen. This was really hard for me to do because I'm not an actor at all. And, I didn't know any of my lines. You have to pause for my lines. And I kept asking for notes. And Elijah was just like, just go. He was like, yeah, you're killing it. And I kept going, up and down. I was in energy because I was like, I don't know what he wants.
And I was just like, no, you're good, bro. Because it's and it's also, you figure out, what's the best of, what you have. And then it's also just, we're just like, hey, be that cousin that no one wants to talk to.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
That's kind of it. We also missed what has to be one of my favorite lines, which is something I added, which is, you said when you lost and now you're broke. It's I like to call it financially challenged.
Yeah, that was a great line. Yeah. But hey, we still got splitting hairs.
Splitting hairs. Oh yeah, I did that. Because when you showed me the script, I was like, I felt like Lou was bending a little too much to Will.
Exactly.
Realizing he's an idiot. This is a guy who doesn't want to admit he's an idiot. No one does.
No one wants to. Everyone who's stupid is unaware of that fact.
So I figured it just make more sense for the character to be like, eh.
Exactly.
Oh, Teddy score.
Teddy score. Teddy Bass. Theodore.bass. Follow him on Instagram. For some reason, I love the way that looked. Just the slap in the hand and the way Teddy's score accompanied it. It just
I remember I told him when we were directing the score, I told him emphasize that moment.
People go crazy for that transition.
There's certain transitions in this that people are like, oh my god. It's literally the easiest thing to do.
People go crazy for that.
You just put something in front of the camera. That's it.
And now the funniest thing, it's hey, breakfast, babe, cereal without any milk.
Such a good joke.
Such a good, subtle joke. No, it was so funny. I love the pink lighting here. And,
that's in post. Because that's actually, that's lamp, any lighting you'd see in your house.
Yeah.
That's what the pink lighting looks like. But in post, I kind of just tinted it pink.
Yeah.
Which was fun. Color was fun on this. I like coloring stuff.
And also, I kind of just love how, the wall's still there. I just love the way.
It adds a little bit of depth. That's all. That's all cinematography technique.
That transition.
Everyone loves that.
And it was so funny because when we did it, Mason was like, yeah, I kind of want to do this. And then he was like, oh, it's nothing light. And then like Myles, a producer for the film, and I were watching it. We're like, holy crap. Like, how the fuck?
It's like one of the first things you learn on YouTube.
Yeah, I love how in that other shot, we were able to put the cash effect right when I got the dollar bill.
Oh, yeah. I just have those on my computer, so I was like, might as well put those in.
That's what those. I remember you're like, when do you want this? I'm like, let's do it. Tej Mummadisingu.
Ooh, Tej.
People go crazy for that shot, too.
Yeah, this is the gimbal. This is the gimbal on the 16mm. That's just gear stuff, but I figured I'd mention it.
This was so fun. Like, I was like talking to Tej, and I was
we had
like,
to film this twice.
We had to film this twice.
We filmed this at night, and Tej's face was just, it was completely underexposed, and I was like, oh, I can't use this.
Also, in the sake of like the story, it just made sense.
Yeah, it didn't make sense continuity-wise either. It's like, why is this at night?
Exactly.
And go see later in the film at night.
It was so funny talking to Tej. I was like, Tej, just be confident. Like, I was like, be confident, and you have to think you're better than me when you do this, and I'm doing you the favor. He was like, make sure, like, I'm doing Tej the favor. Like, he owns me. And, he killed it. Oh, my God.
Meanwhile, these were the hardest to edit because of Cole's. Let's give it up for Cole.
Sorry. Cole killed it.
Cole, another great actor. It was fun to work with.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Get the money.
Your face right here, from the transition from right there, so good, such a good like transitional thing.
Thank you.
We got so lucky with a lot of vehicles too.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like the bikes, literally like those motorbikes and then the other bikes.
Yeah, and then this is the scene that makes the movie.
Yeah, this was the most fun for me to direct.
This is the most fun for me. This is the most fun for me to write.
Yeah,
to act. Yeah. It was so funny. So I talked to my roommate, and he was like, was a lot of this improvised? I was like, no. Like, we were
the lines are, there's like maybe 2 or 3 lines that were improvised, but most of this is in the script or like rehearsed.
Most of this is in the script, and I was like, the way he's acting, like, it was great because Myles was also, like, he just became a producer of the film. So we're just like, hey, like, we're like, and like, Mason and I would talk. We'd be like, hey, like, we need a beat. So I'd be like, yo, Myles, fill me up. Say this one line. And he'd be like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, dude. And then it was also like, Myles is the most chaotic, good person I know. So I was like, keep the same chaos, but be evil. And then he was like, I'm all in.
He kind of adds, I love this shot here, which is ironic because that shot was an accidental shot. I filmed it and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Then I used it anyway. And that's the best moment of the film to me.
Funniest review.
And when does that happen? That's at like exactly the halfway point of the whole video, including credits. Not the short film, but that's basically like the whoa moment.
That's so awesome, bro. It's so funny looking at this fucking apartment because it's like
it doesn't look like this, by the way. Like that light is not that gross.
Yeah. But it was also so funny, just like us talking. We're like, let's make this just grimy and gross. And we put, like, you guys will see, like, right there in this shot, deodorant, Tostitos in the sink. Yeah, you see the White Claws.
Yeah, just made little wafers.
Myles is saying how he sniffed so much bag in this that under his nostrils it just felt like paper.
My favorite line, I think we missed it, was when you go, tonight. You're not gonna rat me out tonight.
Tonight, and that was the one improvised line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the 2, I guess.
This was really fun to do. I got to kind of, like, cinematography-wise, use a lot of lighting tricks, and then also, like, framing-wise, like, you have all these transitional kind of things in terms of, like, power structure and the way, what way the camera's looking. There's a light in the shot here.
Exactly. Oh, wow.
You can see it on top of the fridge.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And I love this scene so much because, like when we wrote, like, I kind of just wrote the story, but I guess what the whole meaning is that crime pays in, like, every single way. So it's like he's trying to get money, but this is how this shit can screw you over.
I guess, is weed illegal in the States? Not in the States, in New York anymore?
Oh, wait, what?
Is weed, like, illegal in New York City anymore?
No, I don't think it's illegal anymore. So
but at the time, this was pretty, you know.
At this time, look, if you're black and you got drugs on you, you gotta be careful. It's just
Netter Teddy score.
Yeah.
Oh, when the door closes, by the way, there's a prison door sound.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, in the mix, there's like a.
That's an awesome foreshadowing.
Yeah, just like a. That scene was the most fun to play with the sound effects. Like there's a car, there's a cop car in the background. That's actually Cole.
That is Cole.
That is Cole. That's our nervous drug dealer.
Hey, buddy, what's poppin'?
Wyatt.
So it's so funny how most of the drug dealer scenes, it was basically like Mace would come up to me and be like, "Come up with an idea now."
Yeah, it was just like a writing assignment. I was like, because in the script it just says he does drug dealers. I'm like, and when we were prepping, I said to you, it was like, it's gonna be 3, and you got to think of them now because can't just assume you're gonna know them.
Assume. And like the only one that was pre-planned, it was like, okay, let's do the bags, and then I was like, why? I just need you to say that this is why you
And
only
the
do
vegan
cocaine.
one. The vegan one. Oh, yeah, that is the bags one. Never mind.
The
The
bags
one,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
People go crazy for this shot.
I love
whenever
this
I show,
shot.
like film people this shot, they're like the shape of the. It's like it's like very simple lighting techniques. That's VFX shot.
The VFX shot.
Above the Rick and Morty poster, there is a light.
So many Easter eggs. You have MF Doom, Kendrick Lamar, Rick and Morty poster. Then we have the VFX.
Is the purple light shot? No, not yet.
Not yet.
Like when we did that, Myles went nuts.
I mean, also I hate to interrupt, but look at me looking at the money that she owed me. So
Oh, I want to point out too, when we did the kiss, like the first kiss, in the scene 1,
yeah.
because you just kissed again, so I just thought about it. I was like, oh, we gotta like. I guess you talked about it with her already, but like for me, just going in directing, like I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna talk about the sex scene, blah blah blah, and then you guys just did it. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool, and then we did. I was like,
Well,
okay.
it's like get straight. It's so funny because like Lay is so much of the bro that it was so just like, hey, let's talk this out. Let's figure this out. Like, how do you want to do this? Do you
Yeah.
feel comfortable? And we're able to work around it. And it was so funny because like she told this to my girlfriend the other day, and
Wait,
I
sorry
told.
to interrupt.
Oh.
Teddy's voice. We can talk over the credits though,
Yeah, we can talk when it comes to credits. I'll go back to this.
and then also the TV effect is literally just me dimming the light up and down.
Exactly.
Also-
Myles loves this ending.
He does.
He does.
I honestly thought, like, I was so tired at that point because that was the last shot of the day. But I was like, I wish I directed Elijah because that was like the wrong face for him to make.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, that face is like, it's like 70% what it should be. Like, because you kind of just look like your face is just so blank. But I forgot to tell you at the time because I was so tired. That was the last shot. I was like, more oh shit. Like, you should have been like, oh shit.
It's more oh shit, but it was like, I kind of just saw it as it's oh shit, but it's kind of just like, oh fuck, you just go to the next day.
No,
you know what I mean?
I hate it personally. I mean, I guess it works, but I hate it because I know it could have been better.
It could have been better, but it's like the way you see it. It's like it could have been like the oh, but it also could have just been the
But your face is, there's literally nothing in your eyes.
exactly. There's nothing.
That
You
doesn't
could have
make
done it
any
like
sense,
that.
It doesn't make any sense.
You could have
I
done
know
it.
you're the guy that's doing it, but it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Hey, it's out.
No, it's fine. I mean, like, it works. But,
Yeah.
like, it works because the shot makes sense emotionally. Like, that's the shot you cut to. You want to talk about Lay? And, like,
Oh,
with her.
quickly, yeah. No, when we were doing that, that shit was so funny.
We can
'cause
talk for a little bit longer after the credits, too.
Okay, yeah. So it was so funny because it was like, it was the way she was acting it. It was like, and the way we did it in the script, the way we talked about it was like that character is home, and the way she was, it just made it feel like home. So
Yeah,
it was a
okay.
lot of comfort. So she killed that shit.
They
And-
really did a great job. I kind of hope I can work with her in the future because
Yeah.
it was a pleasure to kind of just see her act.
Yeah.
Everyone did a great job to me. I'm very happy with like Teddy, Sim with the sound effects. I did some sound design too.
Yeah.
But for the most part, that was all Sim. So it was that was a weight off my shoulders. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this.
And it's so funny because I'm asked about this, and I said I'm not doing this. I have no plans. People are like, "Oh, so when's part 2?" I'm like,
Like part 2 to what?
I was like, "Part 2 to what? The story's over.
Like there's literally nothing.
There's nothing
There's
else.
nothing
Like,
going on.
there's nothing going on. It's like, it's very much, it's about nothing."
Hold on one second.
I haven't do a sequel. First off, I think we wouldn't want to, but also like
I'd rather do something else.
I'd rather do something else. And
Yeah.
if it would be a sequel, it would be like we'd Ragnarok it, where it's like, you know, it's like a sequel to a Thor movie, but it's just a different thing.
Yeah,
And that's even if.
or like Dave season 2.
Oh my God, let's not even talk about that. No, let's not even talk about that right now. But
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would like unless if it's totally different, but like honestly now like we're on to the next thing. Like
Yeah, you're writing something. Myles is writing something, which I really want to direct next year because I
Yeah.
love the story that Myles is kind of crafting.
yeah, no, it's great. I mean, I'm excited for Miles' thing. I think we're getting in a good position. I think our like staff is already increased. Like we now have an editor.
Yeah, but I mean, I like editing.
You do like editing, but it's nice to be like, okay, we have a sound person.
Sound person, a sound record. Is there anything about the film you kind of want to talk about?
I feel like no, I think it's just like this film just proves like if you know the right people, and how far commitment can go, you can make a great thing.
Oh yeah. Also, we made the film for like $32, $50 if you count Subways.
Yeah,
That's really it.
yeah, literally.
Like, there's nothing stopping you from making something. Just remember that, like, if you have people around you that like doing what that you like, that's the main thing. Like, everyone in this film, Tej is an actor. He's a business major.
He's a business major, and it's like
and we all like each other.
we did it, and it was just like everyone here's the homie, like, and it was so just like easy to work on set because like everyone got along, and like everyone's it was fire. So
Everyone's
like
chill.
we were able to do that thing. So yeah, no, I think hey man, kids.
Yeah, get your Gucci Wonder Bread.
Get your Gucci Wonder Bread. Like and subscribe to Woody and U World, and more stuff coming soon. And hey, as Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.